Well, hello, everyone. Good morning slash almost afternoon. You have made it to and almost through week 2 of distance learning. You should be very proud of yourselves. Today is a special day. Not only is it Friday, not only is it the end of week 2 of distance learning, but it's also Miss Dickerson's birthday. Now, confession, Miss Dickerson loves fireworks. Now, it is not the time for fireworks. However, I am a science teacher, so we can make fireworks into a jar. It'll be almost the exact same thing and a lot less messy to clean up. So, first thing though, we need to check in on our egg that has been soaking in vinegar for the past couple days. You can start to see some of the different shades that are starting to happen. Let me do this so that you can see it a little bit more. And you can see right through here, it looks like we got some cracks. Those are not actual cracks. It's just the outlining of the membrane that you are about to see. So hopefully over this weekend, it will break down the remaining layers of the eggshell, and next week we'll be able to hold the membrane of an egg that is not splattered in our hands. So like I said, I really love fireworks. I think they're amazing. They're loud. They're colorful. It brings everyone together. So what you will need for this experiment, you will need vegetable oil. You will need food coloring. You will need either a jar or a cup of water, whichever one that you pick. And that's all that you are going to need. It's a very low maintenance experiment that we're going to do today. Remember that oil and water do not mix. They are opposites. One is more dense than the other. So what you're going to see is similar to some of the lava lamps and some of the ones that we did recently with oil and water. Okay, so they're similar, but we're going to make fireworks in a jar. Let me move this so you can see it. So you will need to take your jar of water and your vegetable oil. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up this cap of vegetable oil. I'm going to pour it down in there. Okay. And it's going to come right back up to the top, as you can see what it's doing right there. Because remember, water is more dense than oil. That's why it stays on top. I'm going to do another cap full. I'm just trying to get a thin layer of oil on the top, so I'm going to wait a second and see how much space that I can cover among this. Maybe one more. It's kind of a big jar, so that's probably why it's taking more. Parents, don't forget that today we are starting our virtual lunches. That is non-instructional time where we just get to hang out with the kiddos. That's going to be every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 o'clock, just for Miss Moxley, Miss Hedden, and myself, just to be able to hang out with the kids. Okay, so I ended up using about 4.5 capfuls of vegetable oil. Now you can see that nice little ring across the top. That is our, that's going to be our layer, okay, of oil. Now, is the fun part. We are going to take our food coloring. Let's do blue first, since blue is my favorite color. Let's see. Oh. We're just going to do a couple of drops. And it's going to take a second for the drops to start to go down because they have to work their way through the level of oil that is in there. But they will start to sink while we are waiting on our blues to start sinking. I'm going to add some green. Oh, green came out fast. Oh, there goes our green. Let's do some more. There goes our green. You can see it. That's cool. Let's add some reds in there. And this food coloring will eventually come back up to the top because it has went through a layer of oil. So it's going to have oil in it, and it's going to need to come back up to the top layer. Because remember, oil and water will separate from each other. So now you got a nice green bottom. You can see it start to come back up. Add some more red in there. And we got some blue starting to go down. Here's our, I don't have much of red orange, but we will try nonetheless. We got some of our reds starting to go down. Let me hold this up. So, as the food coloring works through that layer of oil up there at the top, it will go through to the water, and then it will eventually come back up to the top. There's some more green going back down. Nice. That looks super cool. And it will go back up to the top because it is oil. It has been mixed with oil. So, and oil and water do not mix. They will separate themselves. Even if they are mixed together, eventually they will go back to where it's kind of like, it looks like a sandwich where they're sitting on top of each other. So that is your experiment for today, and I hope that you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you back here on Monday. Bye, guys.